Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. Wanted to bring you guys a little update on Litecoin. And first of all, guys, I just want to thank you so much for being here with me and for watching this video. I'm sorry I haven't got to put up a video in the last couple days. I'm actually in the hospital right now, guys. I haven't talked too much about this, but I suffer from an autoimmune disease and just been having a lot of trouble with it recently. And I actually developed a pretty serious infection in my intestines. So I have been up in the hospital here for about 2 days, and I'm probably going to be here for another 2 or 3 days, just really, trying to get fluids and antibiotics and all different types of stuff that they're and steroids that they're putting into me right now. Just trying to get better, guys. It's been pretty bad. I haven't been able to keep food or water down for close to 3 weeks. I was just getting a little bit down at a time, and eventually it just got to the point that I had to go into the emergency room. Then I got admitted. So I wanted to be honest with you guys, and I love making close to daily videos with you, but I just wanted to kind of let you know what's going on. So bear with me, guys, if I'm a little like slurring my words or anything. It's just been tough recently, but God is good, guys, and you guys are great, and I love being here with you. So what we're looking at on Litecoin here, we're looking at it on the 1-day chart. Okay, and I'm kind of going to show you the support, resistance, kind of things that I'm looking at, guys, kind of what I've been doing as well. So first of all, I'm a big fan of the moving averages, guys. So I want to start with the moving averages, and obviously you can see all these moving averages, we're still heading down, right? They're pushing us down. So what I have the 5 EMA, I have the 20 EMA, I have the 50 moving average, and I have the 100 moving average. So that 100 moving average is in red, 50 is in green, our 20 is in this like orange color here, and then the blue is our 5 moving average. And as you can see, the 5 moving average is actually moving up, and it looks like it wants to cross over this 20, excuse me, guys, which would be good. So moving average crosses, those are always a good thing, if they're going to the upside. Golden cross as opposed to the death cross when you have a longer term moving underneath a shorter term one. So what we're running into here, though, guys, is that stubborn 20 EMA. Remember how we talked about the 20 EMA is probably one of the best moving average indicators for cryptocurrency. And you can see how it's just kind of acting as that's resistance right now. So we made a move from this $48 mark all the way up to about $51.79, and now we're kind of getting some pushback here, and it's looking like we're getting pushed back down. So that may just be a lower high that we were setting here, guys, because you got to kind of look at this trend line here and see that we have not really, I like to go off the closes right now, guys, just because the market's been so crazy. But let me see here. 1 second, guys. So we'll go off that one right there. So the close. So you can see once or until we break through that trend line there, guys, I mean, we've just been we went up here, went through, got down, went up here, didn't even get to this point here, guys, fell back down again, and now we've just been kind of moving sideways. So we really need serious volume to come in through to get over top of this trend line, because you can see, guys, besides the moving averages, look at the overhead resistance that we have right now. We have it at 53 right here. We have our next one at 59, 63, and at 68. So there's a lot of work to be done here for Litecoin right now. And guys, it's just the whole market. Obviously we're going to follow Bitcoin. And on the RSI here, always pay attention to that. So guys, I would have drawn it like right here. So you can see we kind of broke out of it slightly. We got up through it here. But a lot of times you'll come back down and test this before we make another move. Okay, so our RSI is at 43 right now. We are above that critical 40. All right, so always keep that in mind. That's a really big one, is this 40 RSI right here. That's something I learned from Crypto Capital Venture. He always puts that out there, and it's really important that we do stay up above this 40. So shout out to him. He's a wonderful person. He's a great guy. Does great work over there. Has taught me a lot. So guys, we want to see if we treat this as support here. All right, so that's going to be a big deal. Next thing I wanted to look at was the stochastic RSI, though, overall for the daily, because I think it has been looking somewhat decent here, guys. Okay, so guys, it actually ran. I hadn't been able to look at the charts in about probably 2 days or so. But you can see we had that cross here, and now we're moving to the upside, and we're at 90 and 70. So we're going to be cooling off here. We're going to hit this 20, and then we're going to bounce back down, guys, and maybe potentially set a lower low right here. that's definitely in the table. But you know, guys, you have to remember, if you're accumulating and you're trying to build a position for the next bull run, anything under 50 really is it's phenomenal, guys. And in the long run, I think you're going to be great. But if you can start cost averaging in from 50, and each time it drops, just get a little bit more and a little bit more, so you start getting ready for this next run, guys, it could be something special, you know. So I wanted to bring that up to you guys. Let's see. Let's look at the MACD while we're at it. Alright, MACD, so we do have a little cross here, guys. And remember, that's one of your slower moving averages here, or MACD, like a lagging indicator. But you see the histogram's moving to the upside, and we do have that cross there, guys. So, you know, you're going to have this, that different indicators are going to show you different things, and that's why it's so important to go through all of them before you make a decision or not. And that's why we kind of go through these, guys. Let's check out our Bollinger Band, see where we're falling. And we're running into that middle band here, guys. So we're kind of just floating right through the middle. Alright. So let's get that off there. And then volume. I don't know why that wasn't up, but let's find that one. It's always important to look at. Volume can tell you the story, guys. It's probably one of the top 3 most important indicators, if not second, in my opinion, behind candles. I really think candles are crucial. Candles, RSI, volume. Okay. So guys, nothing spectacular here on the volume. I mean, you can see that crazy wick that we had there when that came in. But, I mean, we just really haven't had that follow through, guys. And that's what I'm looking for. It's just that follow through, because it hasn't been there. And I'll show this to you, just so you all can see here. And this is for the next bull market that we're in, is what I'm trying to show you guys, just so you know how long these trends can actually last now. Okay, so when we saw these moving averages cross over each other, right, guys, and we just started to really get pushed back down, and this is since we had this reaction. So we had this fall, then we had this reaction. But guys, it's been since May 18th. We have just been getting pushed down and down and down, and you have to let this exhaust itself before we can start having to move to the upside. Okay, this has to exhaust itself, and we have to put in that bottom, which is happening. You see how the moving averages are starting to flatten more? Just like that. And we're also starting to put this bottom in. That's great, guys. It's going to exhaust themselves. Sellers will get to the point where they're not going to sell anymore, and those institutional investors are going to step in. They want bargain price stuff, guys. They're not going to be buying up in here, okay? They're looking for these low prices. And I guarantee you, in the next year to 2 years, they have a target of Litecoin over $1,000. And they're going to be picking up between $50 and $30. Because, guys, there's still targets of it going down to easily $30, which is more of a buying opportunity, like we talked about. It could go down. Remember this big spike we had up here, guys, where we went from $30 to $100, then we fell all the way back down to $32 right here. Okay, we could very well come down to that point. But what happened at that point, guys? Big volume came in and got bought up, and then we started to make that move. And guys, if we go back to our all-time highs, and you get in right now, that's just all-time highs, guys. That's to that $400 and some dollar. That's 740% gains that you could make on your money, and that's just going back to all-time highs. So, you know, I wanted to bring this stuff to you just so you're aware. And guys, also, I'm sorry if a doctor or some walks in. I'm going to have to close this down quick, but I just want to get to some of the main points here and show you how long these trends can last. So, guys, remember when we start going back to the upside and we're making higher highs and higher lows, that, you know, it can run for 5-6 months in that direction. You know, guys, this is just a parabolic move here, and that's been completely wiped out. Look at where we're at now, guys. That move has been completely exhausted. So we'll go to right here. That's why I said we're basically at the floor, guys. Take a look. All that stilt, you can't build a house on stilts right there, guys, has been completely wiped out. So we very well could be putting in this floor, guys. Now, we could put in this floor, but we could also move sideways now for a few months before we get going again. But guys, the long, nasty bear market here could, in time here, be coming to an end. And I really believe this next cycle is going to make this one look so small, guys. They keep getting bigger. I mean, look at these cycles, and they keep happening. And you can see how far we've retraced, guys. Look, we're sitting on that 886 right here. And even if we had this 886, guys, go back even to the 618. That's back to $163. That's huge gains. So there's a lot of potential, guys, and Litecoin is a very serious coin. This thing, there's been so much adoption for it, and I really believe it's going to be a top performer, guys. The ones that I really love, I love Digibyte, I love Litecoin, I love Omise Go. Trying to think of the other ones, guys. You know I love Civic. That's one for the security and identity that I really like. There's just so many good ones, guys. Neo, Ethereum, obviously Bitcoin, but there's just so many good ones that you guys really need to lock it down and say which ones do I want to go in. I think it's better to be invested in, like maybe 5 companies or so. You really don't want to be spread out too far where you're just throwing a little bit of mud on each wall to where you're going to have a bunch of them fail as well. So guys, I wanted to bring this to you. I'm sorry if I forgot some stuff, but I've been having to be put on pain medicine and all that stuff to deal with all this, and the cramping and everything's just been so severe. So if I could just have your prayers, I would love it, guys, and I will hopefully get back as soon as I can to making daily videos for you. I love it, and you guys have just been so thoughtful and so motivational, and I can't thank God enough for bringing you into my life. So you all take care. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, guys, this isn't a terrible time to just start picking a few up. You see the price drop a little bit, maybe grab one, grab two. If it goes farther down, a little bit more, and that's where that laddering really plays a factor. But God bless each and every one of you, my friends. Tell me what you're doing. Are you buying, selling? Are you slowly accumulating? Let me know, and I'll try to get back to the comments whenever I am able to.